It is not the part of these revelations to deal with spiritual matters, only so far as it enables the follower to begin to gain etheric knowledge. First then, there are two kinds of prophecy, or two ways to prophecy. For example, the ant and the bee, and many animals, prophesy in regard to an approaching winter. Even birds begin to fly towards tropical regions whilst it is yet warm weather. These creatures prophesy by the direct action of the force upon them. They feel what is approaching, because the unseen cause is already upon them. Man can learn to acquire the same kind of prophecy, and this is different from the prophecy herein before mentioned, because he prophesies in this last method without rules or calculations. To attain this kind of prophecy, the following discipline is requisite: to live in the fields and forests, and study the action of unseen forces upon himself, to eat not fish, nor flesh, nor any food that comes from animals, to bathe daily, to permit no passion to enter his mind, to abnegate self, and to wed himself to the Creator for righteousness' sake, and to do good, to discipline his mind, to remain in any given direction on any subject for days if necessary, to become oblivious to pain, after which he shall receive anointment from one who has previously attained the seership. To attain such prophecy is to forfeit sexual powers, to forfeit appetite, to forfeit ambition for leadership, for fame, to forfeit concern for the opinions of the world. In fact, to become married to the Creator. Not all persons can attain to this, but some are born closely allied to it. There is also another kind of prophecy where a man prophesies by spirits speaking through him. This is dangerous, for lying spirits may come to him. Rather let man seek to become with the Father, making close observation of the rules of the power of the force, for in this he provides for the development of all his faculties. He that heals by laying on of hands only gives off power he has previously received. Let him see to it that he replenishes himself by sunlight, so called, and trees and vegetation and around to walk upon, for giving way without replenishing will soon result in nothing. As a very young child sleeps with a very old person can lose its power of the force, becoming emaciated, or a negative husband is devoured by a positive wife, or a negative wife devoured by a positive husband, so is the prophet consumed by the multitude. When a prophet has attained to discharge power, so as to make raps at will, he is also subject to the presence of people from the unseen worlds, and these people, spirits or angels, use this power of the force for a foundation for manifesting. The ancient prophets caused the worshippers to sit in the dark because all people give off the negative current in the dark, which they received as positive in the light, and bade them sit in a crescent, whilst he sat between the horns. In this form of the altar, the prophet was supplied somewhat by the power of the force of the audience. It comes to this: the force is unseen power, but it is without sense or judgment. Next back of this stands every living thing, and then stands the Creator. All learning science and stepping stones lead man to him. To acknowledge this and to call on him constantly is to keep open the road to receive his hand and hear his voice.